up? What's happening? There's an error message going on, so I hope you can see me. Hope you can see me and hear me. Yikes! Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on the error message. Anyway, what's up, folks? This is Happy Monday, the first Monday of. Oh, where's my drum roll? Where's my drum roll? I get there. I get there. Here we go. Okay, my first drum roll of year 2023. First show of the year, first everything of the year for doing my show. So I just want to sit on that for a minute because I'm so excited to be doing this another year. And you know what it is? It's not so much that I'm excited. It's that I'm excited at attacking what's been the barrier for me. So aphasia as aphasia. Anyway, put the word in the chat for me. But I think it's aphasia. I think it's aphasia. Anyway, it's a challenge in having people speak and understand you that can be brought on by a stroke. So I'm happy that I'm working at it. I'm working at it. So that's what we're doing. Let me check the test. Yes, aphasia. Thanks, V King. Speaking of which, V King. So I am currently at V King Custom Studios. V King Custom Studios. With my comfortable chilling set. And I've got the ring light, as you can probably tell. I look, robust because the ring light just got set up right there. Okay, so all right. Good morning, Rev Mel. Good morning, Gladys. Good morning, B King. Good morning, everyone else that's watching that hasn't put anything in the chat yet. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I haven't done my intro. I haven't done my intro yet, so let me do my intro. All right, welcome to the Be Your Own Hero Show. I'm your host. I'm Sacred Rights, and HERO is an acronym. It means helping everyone reach optimism. Helping everyone reach optimism. In other words, that when you help people, you often feel. I forgot. I forgot. There are cats in here. There are cats in here. There are two cats running around here, so I just got to be careful. If you hear some crazy noise, it's the cats. It's the cats. Anyway, so when you give somebody of yourself, you get something back from for yourself. So there's a repartee. Repartee. I remember that word. All right. So let's see. Let's see. Shout out to New Thought Media Network. Thank you for allowing me to try. I know you guys have been correcting me and say that I'm doing, but I just want them to recognize that this might not go so well, and for being willing to allow me the space anyway, to the space to try, to see, to do, to experiment with with this chair, with this seat, and see how it goes. All right. So quick disclaimers: I am not a personal trainer, although you hear me talk about running quite a bit, and I am also not a financial advisor. So take what I say with a grain of salt and get out there and do your research. Do your research. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. I think that's it in terms of the introductory stuff. I wanted to have something new and different and exciting, but I don't really have anything. Well, I mean, I've got this new space. I got this new space that I'm giving, um, but I wanted there to be something else. But so I will say this: I do have my magical blue dye, right? That's what we're rolling today. That's what we're rolling today. So we're going to start with that. Let me make sure. Let me check my notes. Make sure I didn't miss anything before I step in. And okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right. That's a good idea. Good idea. Here we go. Number is 3. Hashtag, oh no, not hashtag. The number for today is 3. So you heard that? You heard that noise from the cat? You heard that cat noise? Okay. So anyway, um, the number 3 is all right. So I think I've talked enough about this. So I want to keep it short, but I want to emphasize this on another level. So this is 3. And this is a good number 3 because this is exactly speaks to what I want to talk about today. So I've said that money, when you spend it, you remain poor. When you save it, you remain middle class. And if you want to become wealthy, you must invest it, right? You've heard me say that a dozen times, right? But I'm sure that there are still some of you who are watching us play with this dice and not doing it, and not doing it. So it's interesting to me that you're not doing it. And I think it's because you don't see how much potential there is. So this is what I did. Today, I did a calculation. I, I calculated the number of days in a work week, well, in a work year, number of work days. So instead of 365 days, which is every day of the year, I reduced it to the number of days in the week because this show is 5 days a week, right? And then I multiplied that, or the number is 260, right? It's about 260. Then I multiplied that by 3 because that's on average what you're getting because, it's 1 through 6, right? So on average, you're getting 1 through 6. You're getting 3, right? So 3 times 260, and then the winner is, oh, let me hit him with another. Can I do it? Can I do it? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hit you with another. Oh, 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 another drum roll. Okay, here we go. Drum roll. $780. $780. $700. That's $800. Like that is a decent amount of money set aside for investment. Like you can have $800 invested by the end of this year, this calendar year, starting today. All you got to do is take your $3 and set it aside. Set it aside. So if you have not set up your separate account yet, do it today. Do it today. Do it today. Just take the plunge and create this brokerage account and start investing in that piece, right? And so uh well, I'm sorry, I've lost my train of thought. Wait. Oh, so remember to do this every day. Do this every day, and you will have approximately $800. And that's just playing average. You may end up with more money depending on how many sixes I roll or how many fives I roll. You might end up with more money than I intended, right? So I hope I reach someone new with this because I know you're looking at the fee and you're looking at $3. You're like, $3. It's not gonna make any difference. But I'm telling you, average $800. $800. All right. So please donate. I mean, please set aside your money to be invested. All right. Okay. So what else did I want to talk about? I wanted to talk about the home loan special. The home loan specialist that was brought to you by Anthony O'Neill. Anthony O'Neill. Making sure I didn't say Anthony Anderson. Anthony O'Neill. Right. So I've gotten where I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling bad because the guy who has been assigned me has been blowing me up. He's been blowing me up. He's been calling steady. He's been emailing steady. He's been texting steady. I mean, twice a day sometimes. Like they are really, really on it. So, first of all, you should know that. You should know that they are on it. So I'm going to pledge. I'm going to pledge now to return his call today. I'm going to return his call today and see what he has to offer and see see what he has to offer for someone who is not in the best situation. Let's just see. Let's just see what he has to say, and hopefully my experience with him will lead to your experience. Because sidebar. Oh, do I have enough time for sidebar? I think I have enough time. So sidebar, real estate is really where you want to be. It's where you want to be. Now, the stock market is great, and we've been talking about the stock market, and that's wonderful. Real estate is where you want to be, though, because like easy math, easy math. There was this house on my block, my mom's block in Nashville, Tennessee, that I saw had some another cat, another cat. So saw something happen on the porch. Like the porch was falling in, it was tumbling, like it was falling apart. And I was paying attention to that. So I reached out to a resident um, real estate person, friend of ours, to ask them it was the house for sale. Was house for sale because you must know and act upon these things. So let me tell you what happened. That house we looked at when it was for sale many years ago. But I remember we went and we looked at it. We took photos. We considered it and ultimately let it go. All right. You know how much the house sold for then? How much someone paid for it then? $30,000. You know how much someone just paid for it because it was just purchased. How much someone just paid for it? 200,000. $30,000, $200,000. Like that's ridiculous math. That's ridiculous math. So in it, especially if there's something around you and you know the neighborhood, you need to get in. You need to get in, no matter what. Get in because you can take advantage of the next 200,000 and the next 200,000 and the next 200,000. So just a sidebar for those who are interested in real estate, but you have to be able to command high numbers. You got to be able to command high numbers at your beck and call because $30,000 is a decent amount of money. So you've got to be able to. Oh man, I'm about to go off on this real estate tangent. All right, I'll just say that you don't have to have the whole $30,000. You only have to have 10 to 20% of the $30,000. So in case you didn't know, I'm letting you know now, you only have to have 10 to 20% of the initial amount. All right, so let me stop there because I'm about to go off on a deep end into real estate. Let's come back to the stock market. Stock market. Okay, stock market because the buy-in is so low. Like literally $3. You can buy some stock for $3. You can buy some stock for $3, and you can also buy on a bigger stock. A stock that's more expensive if you use a legend. Oh shoot, a like a cash app, like the cash app where you can buy in pieces. You can buy in pieces. All right. Okay. So now I didn't expect to go off on a real estate thing. So let me see where my notes have me. Let's see. Let's see. All right. All right. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. All right. So moving into hero optimism. I'm sorry, into hero news. Hero news. Let's talk about pain a little bit. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Say it one more time. Pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. Right? And I found a lot of people got caught up in what I said on my last Friday show, about not being able to read. Um, yeah, so I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. One person caught up with me. One guy caught up with me in person, and together we talked about it. But I saw that there was a big, huge animus. There's a big, huge feeling around the fact that I couldn't read. There was lots of folks that felt something, and so let me explain a little bit more what I meant. So when I told you the story. I told you the story how my friend sent me the book and I tried to read it and I was just looking at words just dancing on the page, just dancing on the page, and that was a shock for me. And I was like someone who caught me in person was telling me how up I seemed, how fired up I seemed. But no, that's not how I felt at all. That's not how I felt at all. I felt like this. I felt like, oh my goodness, I can't read. Like I was really depressed about it, and I um I just I just knew that I had to do something, right? I had to do something because like every moment, every few moments, there would be a word or so that I could recognize, and I just would focus on that letter, that word. But they were hard. They were hard to come by, and and so I chose to work at it when I could, because sometimes it was tough for me to feel the feelings associated with not being able to read. But it wasn't every day that I was feeling like, yeah, let's do it. It wasn't every day. It was not every day. All right. So there were days when I was just like, oh man, right. But I kept trying. I kept trying on those days when I could, and I felt, mm, I felt very slow advancement, very, very slow. And the friend asked me what my percentage level is, and so it's a great way to to give you in terms of how my reading level is. So at the time, it was like 0%, 0 to 1%. It was really nothing there. Over time, I've gotten myself to about 60%, I want to say. Like there are some times when I read complicated things and have to read them again and again and again. And I have to do that because sometimes the denser words escape me. Like again, this is hard for someone who is a published author like myself to admit, but it's it is true that I have to I have to guide myself. I have to read and then understand. To understand, okay, I got to read that again, and just to stay in that mode of teaching myself how to read. And so, yeah, it's been tough, but I'm doing it. I'm got from 0% all the way up to 50, 60%. So I'm just going to keep on plugging away, keep on plugging away, keep on plugging away. So really, I just wanted to supply some more information about that because so many of you were interested in that piece of my life. And yeah, it was hard, but I am getting better at it. I'm getting better at it. So I hope that was, hope someone got something out of that. All right. So let's see. Marathon, marathon, marathon. You know what's funny? It's funny is the people who who are giving of themselves at the time, like giving of themselves, who are interacting with me based on what was written on my back. Because again, I had the Guinness World Record information on my back, right? Well, it wasn't always them that I was interacting with. There was sometimes people were interacting with me who didn't know what was on my back at all. Like there was this guy who we were in the last, I think the last final miles, last 5 miles. Last five. So we've done 20 miles, right? We got 5 miles to go, right? And we were in the park. We were in the park headed towards the final line, and he got stuck. Right, he got I don't know. It looked like he got hit in both legs at the same time, and he was like, uh, and he's making the noises and everything. And I reached out to him. I was like, "Hey, man, are you okay?" He said, "Yeah, just gotta do it." And he just kept on doing it. And I was like, "All right, man. Well, if you need anything, if you need some help, let me know." So I'm still thinking I want to treat others the way I want to be treated, right? And I lost track of him. And then I swear to you, like when there was like 3 minutes left, I saw him way in front of me, way in front of me, doing the same thing. Ah, ah, still doing the same thing, but way in front of me. I was like, wow, he was really, really committed, really committed. And so shout out to him. I never got his name or anything, but shout out to him because I know he made it. I didn't see him make it, but I know he made it because I could tell by his force of character, his energy around him that he was going to make it. All right. Okay. All right. So I think I got everything. I'm going to talk to real estate guy today, and yeah, I think I got everything. Well, if I didn't get anything, I'll get back. I'll get it tomorrow. So let me just see if there's any comments that I need to say about Margaretta saying Happy New Year to all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And oh, shout out to Tim. Oh, shout out to Tim. Love having you. And oh man, I'm so excited. I'm so excited about your recovery, and the marathon was absolutely amazing. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I, doing this show was hard. Doing this show is hard, but I've gotten myself turned over to the progress I'm making. And what's happening for me, real quick, what's happening for me is that this show is where I do the most of my talking every day. Every day. Like I find when I don't do the show, I am more quiet than usual. But when I do the show, I employ everything that I've got, everything that I've got to really make the show sing, and me giving giving all that I got, giving all that I can do. And so the 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 show is making me grow faster. Like it's helping me recover faster. Like I can't quite understand. I can't quite nail it down, but I feel that way. That dealing with the show on a regular basis is causing me to do work that I would not normally be doing without it. All right. So anyway, I hope that made sense. All right. So wait a minute. I'm trying to hide this. Okay, there we go. All right. So what are all these names? What are these names? Oh, sorry. I don't know what these names are for. I don't know. I'm just trying to find out the names, but I don't know. I don't know what the names are for. So with that note, on that note, I'll sign out now, and and yeah, I guess I signed out. So just a reminder, I'm not a financial advisor, so do take what I say with a grain of salt. Do your own due diligence. Get your own people. I'm also not a personal trainer, but today will be my second day of running, and I say it that way because I want to run. I want to run because yesterday. Oh, okay, I got time for this. Real quick, real quick. A friend of mine was celebrating how many miles he's run for the year, 250 miles, and elated, right? And I was like, wow, 250 miles, that's incredible. I wonder how many miles I've won. And I looked it up for myself for the first time. Guess how many miles? 699 miles. 699 miles, right? And I was out of out of commission from July 14th on. July 14th was the day that I had my stroke. And for that, from then on, except for the marathon, of course, the marathon, I've been out of commission. And even with that, I still got 699 miles. So I am very, very excited by that. And so this year, I want to try again, and see how far if I can make it. See if I can make it every day for this year. Every day. I've done it before. I made it 409 days before. 409 days before. But I was much better in terms of physical tone and conditioning. So my goal is to run a mile a day for this year, 2023. Okay. All right. So keep doing. Be your own hero. Remember to be your own best hero. That's the most important thing. Be a hero to yourself. Be a hero to yourself. Be a hero to yourself. And remember that now is better than perfect. Now is better than perfect. All right. All right. I'll see you mañana later.